I feel okay now. My body, you, when I was sick, when it's cold, rainy, I feel really cold. Are we on? We are live? Okay. Yeah, well, I'll wait for you to sit down and we'll start. Yeah, so I used to feel very cold, but now I have my house because I get so hot. I have my thermostat. I had it at 68. I turned it down to 64. And I sleep downstairs because it's cooler downstairs than upstairs. And I sleep with, I'll have like, a sheet and a blanket, and then this blanket goes off. I'm just sleeping in the sheet. Okay, so we are live. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome back, Emily. Good morning to everybody who's watching us. It's a beautiful morning. I have to say, I wake up, see the sunshine, and just feel very happy. But I think in general, the past week I have been feeling quite happy. Not a lot of stress. So even just working hard on long hours, but I do feel happy. So my topic today is how mindfulness meditation help us to be happy, how to stay happy. So we have a lot of emotions throughout the day, and the emotions are what drive us to behave, right? Thoughts and emotions are what drive us to behave, is the foundation of behavior. So knowing that, how can happiness is an emotion, sadness is an emotion. So how you feel can determine the outcome of your behavior, and as the result, it will determine the outcome of your life too. So if you have sadness in your life, how does that affect your life? Huh? A lot? In what way? Everything in your life is affected by your emotion, but if you have sadness or depression or anxiety or anger, let's say that we have negative emotions. How do the negative emotions affect our lives? Blood pressure, your relationship with your family, your relationship with others, not wanting to. I know for me, anyway, I tend to hibernate and tend to just shut yourself down. Okay. And then with the negative emotions, for my body anyway, it gets more inflamed and more from your digestive system to everything else. Yeah. So you mentioned blood pressure. What happened to your blood pressure? Skyrocketed to over 200. Yes. So negative emotions can raise your blood pressure. Then blood pressure leads to increased risk of heart attack, stroke, even kidney problem, right? And then negative emotions affect your relationships to your relatives, your friends, all the people around you. Yeah. It affects your sleep too, doesn't it? You stay up all night worrying, feeling angry, feeling depressed or whatever, so then you can't sleep. And, you isolate yourself. So So you isolate yourself, and that's not good either, because what did we learn in previous sessions? How isolation affects your body. Isolation is worse than having an active disease. A person with active disease who have good social support, always surrounded by good people in their lives, they do better. The people who have isolation, especially in the elderly, people who isolate themselves and feel depressed, their life is shortened faster than having an actual disease, like heart disease or diabetes. Okay, so opposite to that is positive emotions. So happiness is one, but do we only have one positive emotion?
Love.
Huh? Love is a positive emotion. What else?
Gratitude.
Gratitude is another positive emotion. Joy. What else? Hope. Hopeful. Feeling hopeful is a positive. Love, hopefulness, joy. What else? I'm sure we have more the positive contentment.
Having a full stomach.
Yeah. Feeling full. Okay.
Having your morning cup of
Yeah.
or two.
Right. So happiness, when you feel happy, how does that affect your life? Everything. Yes. Right. Yeah. So having positive emotion, especially having happiness, affect all aspects of your life: your job, your relationship, your sleep, your overall well-being. You just feel energized, right? And that's what I've been feeling the last week. I really was. I don't know whether it's some of it is due to the supplement I'm taking. Yeah. But but I feel like that, and when you feel happy and you feel energized, you want to go and exercise. And that's my own experience too. Even though I work from 7 o'clock till 10 at night, I still feel like I want to go to exercise, and it's a vicious cycle. It feeds. So you feel happy, you want to exercise. Exercise makes you feel good, and you feel more happy. If you feel more happy, you're more determined to exercise. So it's just like that, right? But let's say that you have a lot of things happening in your life, and you worry, and you have anxiety, and you have depression. How do you get out of that? So we talked about the vicious cycle, things feeding each other. It's the same thing with the negative. You have a negative emotion that makes you feel, you know, low energy, and blood pressure going down, and you can't sleep. If you can't sleep, you feel less energy, and it's just the vicious cycle. So how do you? I wouldn't want to break my cycle on the positive side. I want it to just keep revving me up, but on this side, when you have the negative cycle like that, you got to break it. You got to break yourself out of that, and that. So you need to have a method, a tool to break yourself out of that. And what is the best tool?
Meditation.
Mindfulness meditation, mindful living, right? We call it mindful living. But what does it mean, Emily? What does it mean by practicing mindfulness meditation?
Stop and take good mindful breaths. Slow your thoughts.
Okay.
And stop the cycle of remuneration of negative thoughts.
Yeah.
Come to meditation, to be with others. I mean, and that's again, you could still isolate yourself and do your meditation, but it's not as, for me anyway, it's not as impactful or empowering as it is when I'm doing it for myself, because the monkey brain tends to be in that wheel, that hamster wheel.
So we go back to the definition of mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness meditation is a practice of cultivating the awareness of the present moment. So you bring yourself back to live in the present moment. You train yourself not to think about the past. Like yesterday, somebody said something to me that made me angry. I don't want to think about that. It's in the past. Let it be in the past. I want to live in the present moment right now. And then you don't want to live in the future. The future is not here yet. So then anxiety and worry, oh, what will happen? What will happen tomorrow? What will happen? You don't know what will happen. Why worry about it? So bring yourself back to live in the present moment with open acceptance, without judgment. So if you practice, like it said, living in the present moment with open acceptance, without judgment. So you open to whatever comes to you in the present moment, and you embrace it, and you don't judge. And you practice that in the present moment, on and on and on and on. It takes practice to get better. So if you don't practice, you're not going to be good at having that skill to help you to improve your life. Now, mindfulness meditation gives you what? When you practice it over and over and over again. And I think I talked about this once or twice in the past couple of years. And we need to just revisit, because me too, if I don't think about it, I forget the concept. What does mindfulness meditation bring to you? Perspective, yes.
Peace and calm.
Yeah, so that is the result of what mindfulness brings to you. That is the result. But it improves your emotion intelligence. We talked about that in our last year or the year before. You improve your emotion intelligence. And what is emotion intelligence?
It's the awareness of other people and how you should interact with those emotions.
So that is social intelligence you talk about, when you are aware of other people's emotions. So there are personal emotional intelligence and social emotion intelligence. So personal emotional intelligence is when you have complete awareness of your own emotions. Social emotional intelligence is your awareness of other people in emotions and how you interact with them, right? And if you are aware of your emotions, what can you do? You have control. You have control. You can change the way the emotions affect your behavior. So if you are aware of your negative emotion, you can kind of do things to change it. So like if I am aware that I'm feeling depressed right now, you see it, right? Like in this moment, I'm feeling depressed. So through mindfulness awareness, oh, I know in this present moment I'm depressed, then you're going to take action, right? You don't let that negative emotion affect you. So you say, I do, I see it with open acceptance. I accept that in this present moment I'm feeling depressed, and I'm not going to judge it. I'm not going to be frustrated because I'm feeling depressed. I'm not going to be hopeless because I'm feeling depressed, because I'm having the awareness of my emotion right now. I know I'm depressed, and what do I want to do? I want to get out of that. So here is where you don't allow your monkey mind to wander. Because when you have the awareness, you are going to focus on your emotion, be open, be accepting, and then without judgment, so that you can change it, right? Otherwise, if you're not having the awareness, your monkey mind will just take you down that route. That depression is going to get you down to this, I don't want to see people. I don't want to get out of the house. I don't want this. I don't want that. So that's no good. But if you are aware, say, oh yes, I know I'm depressed, but I know I need to get out of the house to break this cycle. I'm not going to let it take me down this vicious cycle to where I'm going to be worse. So in this present moment, I am aware that I don't feel very happy. I have depressive thought going on, and I'm seeing it, I accept it, and I'm going to let it go, and I know what is best for me. What's best for me is to get out of the house, get some sunshine, meet my friends, get some positive energy in it. So it helps me to break that cycle. But it's up to us to do that. And it's hard to do it if we don't have the awareness of what's going on in our thoughts and our emotion, right? So that's why we call emotional intelligence. When you know exactly how you feel. If you feel happy, great. I am all open arm, embrace this happiness, and I'm going to go out there and I am going to exercise, or I'm going to do something good, or whatever. But when you are not aware of your emotions, you just let your monkey mind take you down the rabbit hole, and it's just not a good place to be in the rabbit hole. Okay. So having emotional intelligence is a good skill to have. But how do you build up emotional intelligence? You do it with mindfulness meditation. What else? Because mindfulness meditation is not only one tool, right? The more tools you have in your toolbox, the better you are going to be. Like, don't put all your eggs in one basket, and well, I don't know. So you don't think that one tool is going to get you there. So good nutrition, right? Because if you don't have good nutrition, what will happen? Your brain doesn't work. Your brain cells don't have the nutrients to work, to help you to be so aware, so focused. So good. So knowing that mindfulness meditation is not the only one thing to do. I need to eat healthy. I need to get nutrients in. Good. What else? Exercise. Yes, exercise will help you too, because it boosts your immune system. It increases your energy. It improves your hormonal balance and all of that. What else? Good relationship. You need to build because relationship doesn't come by itself. Right, yeah. You have to put in the effort to build your relationship. And you can't really blame other people for bad relationship. It's a two-way thing. It's a two-way thing. Let's say that that person is not behaving good, but you can do things to help that the relationship not to go down the path where it gets even worse. You can do things by your action, by your body language, by the words, to actually reverse that course and make it better. And I believe that you can do it. I believe you can do that if you focus and if you want to do it. Because if you keep on blaming other people for the poor relationship you have in your life, it's not fair. It's not fair to blame other because you are part of that relationship. And if the other person are not able to, maybe you are. Through mindfulness meditation, you can start to help that relationship to change the course. You don't want to just pour petrol into the fire even more, right? Make it hotter. You don't. You want to pour cool water into it, calm it down. So your action, your words, your body language, everything is going to help in your relationship. What other thing you need to do to build up your emotional intelligence?
Be able to forgive.
Be able to forgive, yes. Yeah. So from forgiveness, compassion, right? What else? Sleep. We talked about exercise. We talked about nutrition. Sleep. If you don't sleep enough, you feel grouchy, and then what happens?
You lash out.
Yes, exactly.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Don't remember what the heck you said.
I'm just thinking of one of my criminal cases right now. I'm dripping away.
Yeah. So sleep is very important. You know, we don't pay attention to the sleep quality. So talking about blue light, how many of us go to bed with a phone or the iPad? How many? A lot. A lot of us go to bed looking at the phone, looking at the iPad, and that is just showering our body with blue light. Blue light's not
Can
good.
you explain what that means?
So, you know, light, we have a spectrum, right, of wavelength of different colors. So blue light to red, from blue to red, orange, yellow, and red. So blue light makes you wide awake.
Oh, it does.
So, but red light calms you down. So this is why, you know, in science, and in nature, you just look at the sun. This is nature. In the morning, the sunlight, the spectrum of the light from the sun is more, it has more blue light. So when in the morning, when you wake up, you look at the sunshine, you feel awake, right? And then towards the afternoon and evening time, the spectrum of the light, even it's still sunshine, the amount of blue light decreases, the amount of orange light and yellow light, and gradually more red light come in. So the light in the morning from the sun is different from the light in the evening. So in the evening, it has less blue light, more red light, makes us to feel more relaxed, ready to go to sleep. It's nature, but our circadian rhythm inside of us adapt along with it. And if we go against nature, against our circadian rhythm, and we just give ourselves blue light at nighttime, what happened? Yeah, it changes our circadian rhythm. You can't sleep because the blue light frequency affect our cellular function. I started to study cellular medicine in the last couple of weeks, and it's amazing. It's amazing.
And television has a lot of blue light.
Television, computer, iPad, iPhone, they emit blue light. So limit your blue light. And then don't drink caffeine, huh? If you want to sleep well, don't drink caffeine. The other thing is that, you know, people who don't sleep well, they tend to take sleep aid, and sleep aid is not good. I mean, it helps you sleep, but then what do most people feel when they wake up in the morning? Drowsy and groggy. Now, at nighttime is when our body goes through detox. The cells start to clean up toxin, clean up things that our bodies don't need. And if we don't sleep well, what happens? They can't clean up, including the brain cells. So the brain cells is like scavengers, scoop up toxins, get rid of it, change it to whatever, so that it can be excreted through the kidneys, through the gut, and through the sweat in the skin, and so on. But if we don't sleep, the brain cells don't have the ability to clean up toxin in the brain right here. So, and you have to go through the different stages in sleep to allow your body to go through that detoxification. So if you use sleep aid that bypass a certain stage of the sleep cycle, then your body cannot go through detox. The brain cells cannot scoop up all these toxins in the brain, and then you wake up feeling very groggy. So you don't want to do things that hinder the healing process. You want to do things that more towards how nature set up our bodies to do, right? Okay, so I think that's enough about the theory. With that, let us practice some mindfulness meditation. So I invite you all to assume a very comfortable position. Sitting, you can straighten your legs if you feel like you want to do that. And then start to take a few deep breaths in and out. And you can close your eyes if you would like to. When I meditate, I prefer to close my eyes. Deep breaths in. Start bringing your awareness back into your breaths. In this present moment, you are returning back into yourself. You start to explore your sensation, your emotion. Deep breath in. You know you are breathing in slow and deep. And when you breathe out, make sure you breathe out slower than you breathe in. And just follow your breaths in and out, being absolutely aware of how your breaths are. This practice of deep breathing helps us to be more focused. As you take deep breaths in and out, you will start to notice that your body starts to relax. You may feel like the muscles in your neck and shoulders, lower back and hips and thighs start to loosen up. And with each breath, you feel like you are really enjoying this air entering your body. You are more aware of how your lungs go up and down, expand and collapse. Breathing in, you know you're breathing in. Breathing out, you know you're breathing out. And it's kind of natural that your monkey mind may be active. And you forget to remember to breathe deep and slow. And when you know that your monkey mind is wandering, tell it to return to this breath. Return to this present moment. In this present moment, we are nurturing ourselves, our mind, our body, to be in the present moment. We tell our monkey minds not to wander and think about the past. We tell our monkey mind not to worry about the future. We are in complete awareness how we feel in this present moment. We are in complete awareness of what we think in this present moment. As we are aware of our breaths, we are becoming more aware of our own power. huge things. Deep breaths in and out. We have complete control of how we breathe in this present moment. In this present moment, when we are return to ourselves, being aware of our emotions and our thoughts, we probably start to realize there's so much to be grateful about. As we take deep breaths in and out, we can tell ourselves how grateful we are for things that we have in our lives. Each event that happens in our lives gives us an experience, a lesson that we can get better from it. And out of each situation or event that happens to our life, only good will come. Whether the event is negative or positive, only good will come. With each negative experience that we experience, we learn a lesson. We learn a pattern of positive behavior that make us more resilient, more equipped to adapt to future changes. Deep breaths in and out. Make sure that your out breath is longer than your in breath. Deep breaths in and out. Through this practice of mindfulness meditation, we are improving the neural circuits in our prefrontal cortex that control our emotions. Breathing in, we know we're breathing in. Breathing out, we know we are breathing out. With the deep breaths in and out, you can scan your body, see how different parts of your body feel. You can start from the top of your head and go slowly down to the toes, or vice versa. As you practice, you may start to feel the energy warming your body. Feel the heat in the palms of your hands. This moment when you return to yourself, you become more aware of who you are. More aware of your life purpose. And in, we know we are breathing in. And out, we know we are breathing out. This practice, we learn to live in the present moment. Maybe more aware of all of our senses. What we are hearing, feeling, thinking. Even what we are seeing. Living in the moment allows us to be more aware of senses and our perception to what the senses bring us. The next 5 minutes or so, I'll let you practice on your own in silence. Don't forget to breathe deep and slow. few breaths. Bring your awareness back to this room, this space. You can start moving your hands and feet. Start open your eyes. And that is half an hour of mindfulness meditation practice. How does everyone feel? Good? My legs are numb. Okay, so let's do this. We'll do the massage. We haven't done this for a while, so let's massage our face, eyes. So, massage your forehead, cheek. Get the circulation, the blood through the surface of your facial skin, right? And you can massage your ears. And massage your neck. You can also massage your scalp. Feels good when you massage your head, right? It relieves tension if you have any. And hopefully after half an hour of meditation, you don't have a lot of tension. Massage your shoulders. And then massage your arms down to your fingers. And back up the other way. And do the same on the other side. And then you can massage this pressure point between your thumb and your index finger a few times. Well, it relieves tension, it helps sleep, I think. Headaches, yeah. 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 And then we massage our back.
It doesn't feel the same when you do it to yourself.
Yeah.
It's done for you.
Yeah. You can go to the spa and have a massage, pamper yourself. Yeah. And you can massage the side of your hips, your thighs, down into your knees. Massage your scalp. No, not scalp, the calves. Oh. I like massaging my feet. That's the favorite part. You can put your fingers between your toes and move your toes like this. The poor feet, they do so much, they hold the whole body's weight all the time, and we don't take care of the feet very often. Just give your feet some massage.
I've been outside barefooted this morning. I'm going, oh.
the other, massage the other foot.
It's deceiving when it's so nice out. You think, you go outside and go, it's going to be smooth.
Yeah,
it's
watching
warm.
the kids ride their bikes
Huh?
It's a nice day. The kids are out there riding their bikes.
Okay, so we can stand up and do a few stretching exercises, and then we do the walking meditation. We end with some discussion, sharing experience. Okay. Let's put my drink away. Okay. So let's stretch our back by just bending down, okay? So take a deep breath in as you breathe, as if you bring your arms up like that. And then as you breathe out, you bend down and try and touch your toes or touch the floor. And deep breath in, bring the hands up to your knees to straighten out your back. Breathe out, bring your hands back down to the floor and breathe in. Go up, stand up all the way up. Bring your arms back up high and breathe out, bring your arms back down. Okay. So we do a few more like that. Deep breath in, hands up, breathe out, bend down, bring the hands down to the floor. Breathe in, straighten your back. Breathe out, go back down. Breathe in, stand all the way up. Bring your arms up and breathe out, arms down. One more. Deep breath in and breathe out. Bend down, touch the floor. Breathe in, straighten your back. Breathe out, go back down. Breathe in, stand all the way up with your arms up, and then breathe out. Down. Okay. And then let's do a few swinging. I like swinging, so we can loosen our lower back like this. So you take deep breath in slow at your own pace, right? Swing your feet. And you can do fast and you can do slow. It doesn't matter. You can tap your shoulder if you want. Okay. And then, now how do we do this? You can do this stretch too. So you put your feet out like that. Okay, with your arms out like this. So deep breath in, you do this. Breathe out, bend to the side. And breathe in, stand back up. Breathe out, bend the other side. And breathe in, stand up. Breathe out, bend to the side. Breathe in, stand back up. Breathe out to the side. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Like that. Okay. Yeah.
You guys are a lot more flexible than I am.
Okay. And then do this one. I like this one too. Breathe in, bring your arms out in front of you and open out all in one breath. Okay, like breathe in and then out, you bring it back in and down. Okay, so you can do it as high as you want, like this too. Okay, so whatever way you want to do, that's fine. Okay, deep breath in, breathe out. Deep breath in, breathe out. Breathe out. Deep breath in and breathe out. Okay. we good to go around the circle? Okay. So, I'll do some deep, well, walking meditation. So I'll just ring the bell, and you can meditate on whatever topic you want to do. Gratitude, compassion, emotion, whatever. Okay. And don't forget your breathing. We will do one more circle. let's have some sharing. Who would like to go first? How about Hal? How is?
Well,
Hal doesn't want to.
I feel happy.
You feel
I
happy?
feel relaxed. And for me, meditation is always a good time to pray. So it's got some of that in there today too. So
That's good.
all good.
Yeah.
Happy.
Yeah.
Grateful for whatever I have in my life.
Yes.
Disaster, not me.
Yeah.
But a little bit worried about my kids. I just read the news.
Oh no.
Something's going on where?
Yeah, I mean, on the YouTube, on English and recently we have.
Okay.
It's got too close together. Like, all the computer along that. It's new, whatever they say, maybe.
Oh, okay, so no traveling to Asia in July.
My son is in early. The school will be not accepted. It's not happened this, and the kids will not be on. So they will not. A little bit about seeing them wanting you to go home.
Oh yeah.
That kind of like worried me a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's kind of
So
like
some geological disturbances going on.
and then
The
something
earthquake.
in the people see the future kind of like
They're having premonitions.
more.
Yeah.
So it would affect slowly going from southeast to
Like
area.
tsunamis and things like that.
Tsunami and tornado.
Really?
I mean, and that's earthquake. Changing in Germany. So that would be a whole side of.
That would be horrible.
So that's maybe something in the summertime happening. And school is not done until August 5th.
That's.
I have to tell him what I'm seeing and worry,
But tell him to live in the present moment, and you're living in the
know,
future.
I know, but if you see the story about this lady dream, and then in her dream, whatever she sees, you write in the comic books, and whatever in comics book, 5 years later it's happening in real life, 10 years later it happened in real life, 15 years later it's happening. So what will happen in this 2025? She's been writing in the comic books already.
Oh.
And more than 10 of her dreams become true, 4 has not become true yet.
I need to find a comic book writer that writes about the lottery.
But I mean,
That's a
lady, yeah, it's a story from Japan. I mean, there's a.
Well, I think it's always natural to worry about your children, especially
Yeah.
when you feel like you're feeling right now a lack of control over what's going to happen.
And they're so far away.
So you just pray for safety for your children, and gotta trust God that.
For my house right now is kind of like a bit of.
But that lady who writes the books, get her working on the lottery. Be great. I can wait 5 years to win the
I mean,
lottery.
if it's not, if it's just that one, maybe I'm not so much worried. Whole nation close to the line that they're talking about. Why
Well, there
is
was
not
a
so
big.
close together?
There was
like
a.
under 10.
There was a big
Philippines and some
tsunami
country.
several
Just
years
happened
ago,
to-
right?
A long time ago, not several years ago. That was That was in the.
within like March and April.
Hmm.
Several already. Japan has a lot of earthquakes. My sister lived there for two and a half years, almost 3 years, and yeah, she would call and say, "Oh, but they're much better prepared than we are, you know, and their buildings are built so much better than ours is. They build for prepared because
Well, Indiana is in the middle of the New Madrid fault line, and we don't talk about that very often. We're ripe for a cataclysm too.
I remember in 1997 when we had that earthquake. I was at the library at the Stacks at IU Library. It was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
I guess my point is that if the good Lord's going to shake the earth up, all of us have an equal opportunity to get disadvantaged. So let's just pray that happens.
I know we're just not here yet. We should not worry, but it's clicking my mind. You know, like if you don't know, you don't hear. That's different.
But if you hear, what do you do? I mean, that's the thing about how to digest the information you have, so that you don't end up suffering.
I'm not suffering.
Worries are suffering. For,
last week you shared
to
about
some extent.
Your roof thing. You were protected, right? I mean, it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. So it's always good to remember there's somebody out there.
Yeah. How about you, Emily?
Was good. I felt my blood pressure lowering and my heart rate. It helped tremendously. I can feel my heart rate just slowing down for the last week. It's been over 100, and my blood pressure has been pretty bad. But every day is getting better. Good. So then what I was thinking about was, releasing some of the emotions, letting some of those emotions that I was carrying, letting it go, and just stay focused on right now where I'm at and walking and breathing rather than
what happened like yesterday and last week. Yeah.
The problems are still there, but it was just helped me to just be with you guys and stay focused better, because I don't do the walking meditation.
I don't do it at home either. It takes too much coordination.
Yeah. Well, it's just, the walking meditation is just a way to teach you to be aware. But when I meditate a lot more on my mind. So when I walk, I still meditate on my mind. Because the mind, the mind controls everything else. So, I can be more aware of, through my mind, that I'm more aware of how my steps are. Whether I'm touching the earth in the gentle way or in a not so balanced way and that kind of thing. But yeah, I work on my mind a lot. I examine my thoughts a lot when I meditate. And still, the monkey mind is active. But as long as you are aware that your monkey mind is active and you bring it back into focus and you change the mindset from, being worry, like worrying about the uncertainty worrying you. You know that you're in that mindset, but you are going to continue worrying or just think that in this present moment, I rather use that time to pray, right? Like to pray and ask for protection than to spend that 1 or 2 minutes worrying. 1 or 2 minutes of positive praying is better than 1 or 2 minutes of worrying. That's what.
I was
Yeah.
in and out.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, focus
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
So
So
appreciate,
Mhm.
so grateful for things that's
Yeah.
happened, not so bad so far.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I try to not worry. I used to worry a lot. I mean, I used to worry a lot, but now I don't. I worry less and less. There are still things to worry about, right? I can't just say that I'm not going to worry. But do I look at it with worries, or do I look at it as a problem that I need to come up with a solution?
Worry can be disabling if you let it be that.
Yeah.
But worry can also be, well, actually,
a low
you know,
level of
problem.
worrying is good.
You know, you can look at a problem. I look at a problem and say, help me get
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, finding
Yeah.
solution. That's what I'm thinking.
Finding solution, yeah. So as long as you know that worries are not going to affect you negatively, then that's okay. Yeah.
Try to find solution. Okay, what is
Yeah.
best for my kids, and
Yeah.
then what is best for me at the
Right.
time, if it's income,
Yeah.
like that. So kind of try to find solution.
Yeah, finding solution rather than just
Just worry and do nothing.
right.
It's not that.
Worry too much and then it affects you. Yeah. But yeah, I think I just enjoy my practice. You know, the more I practice, the more I enjoy it. It helps me to stay in focus and let go of things, you know, things that, you know, I shouldn't be attached to in an unhealthy way. I learn how to let go. Yeah. And it helps. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I hope everyone is going to be persistent in your effort and don't give up. Keep practicing, keep practicing. It will bring a lot of benefits into your life. And I hope everybody will have a beautiful, really happy weekend. You know, let the worries be behind you. Let the negative thoughts be behind you and be more positive. And wishing you all health and happiness. Namaste. Thank you.